Yeah. All right. Well, another team that should probably be improving with these two new additions was Team Spirit. So they did a rebrand as well. I actually like their logo being simplified, but that's not the question. The question at hand here is the addition of Degster, who's been getting a lot of spotlight recently. He did sub in for Sprout, the team we were just mentioning recently in Meisterschaft versus, was it against Big?
Yeah,
Pretty sure it was against Big. And he absolutely fucking dumpstered them. And also Patsi has joined the team. Now, both of these guys are from Esparta, I do believe. And having Degster joining in the spot for I Disbalance it is, you now have Mia Magix and this Degster guy. And if he can live up to any of the hype that's around his name, that team starts to sound pretty fucking sick. Have you come across this guy, Russell, in your FPL battles?
I did actually.
Okay. What'd you think?
Sorry, I almost clicked on something. I thought he was pretty good. I had no idea who he was initially. Like if he was some like star in FPL or whatever. Cause I just like jumped right into it. I didn't look at who I was playing with. But he seemed like a really good like primary opper, and he was like positioning himself well. And I did watch the scrum match. I watched like all of it, and yeah, he had tremendous impact in that game. I can almost say that he single-handedly won it for Sprout actually.
Okay, so at least that's some high praise right there. Now, when we're looking at this team and its potential, Prof, with the additions, now what's the go with Patsi? Is he? What did they say about him? Is he
they said like a 6-man roster, and I don't know. There's too many six-man rosters. Did they say they want to keep him on to get some experience and play like 6? Was that some other team? Jesus Christ, there's so many.
Well, this kid's only 17, right? So it would make sense if they were trying to like have him as a man that they can rotate in and out. Because they have Chopper in game leading, and then they have Sumdai Young as the current 5, and then obviously this kid getting added in. You know, maybe they want to use him on different. I don't know. It seems interesting for a team like Spirit to go for a 6-man.
With like Mir and Degster, it just seems like a budget Navi almost. It's like budget electronic and simple. Both kind of similar in the way they play. From what I know about Degster and Mir, definitely. That's a pretty sick 1-2 punch to have for like the second, third best CIS team, right? So. And Chopper there as an in-game leader. I just think it's a massive upgrade. Like the biggest issue with Spirit was Disbalance being kind of on and off, like very inconsistent as a player. So if they can patch that up, just have like a very consistent topper, I feel like that's a massive upgrade.
Okay. Do you think this team has potential now, Striker, to take it to that next level? Because they were on that cusp, right? They were definitely competitive. How far do you see them going now? Do you think this is the change they needed?
I was just waiting on either Force or Spirit to make one of these moves where they get like a Shiro or they get like a Dexter, you know, like this next level opera. I guess maybe Force isn't the best example just because XC Power had a lot of hype behind him for a long time. Maybe he has kind of lost that in recent times. At least I feel like that. But obviously in Spirit, that was a pretty big, as Prof was saying, that was a pretty clear issue. So I was just waiting on one of these teams to just finally like put together this like star-filled roster, because there's a lot of talent in the rush, like in the sub-Navi Russian scene essentially, but they're all on different teams basically. Like they're so spread out. So I was just waiting for one of these moves to happen, and I feel like this could definitely be one of them.
Okay.
I would like to say a name that we haven't mentioned actually.
All right.
Waro2K.
Oh.
From my experience with him in FPL, this guy, like, he goes from seeming really unaware to knowing everything. So I think he has a good sense for the game.
Okay.
And
that sounds
suspicious. Okay, I didn't mean to sound suspicious, but he was playing really good. And we actually, when I was with Liquid, we played him. He was still like trialing for fours.
Okay.
And we played him in a scrim, and he played really well. So I think he's like the next CIS star, to be honest. Along with Dexter, these operas are gonna destroy in the scene.
So
he is now playing with fours. That is the thing. Like he played official games with them. Voro2K and
well, he played at the end of last year, but I don't think he is anymore.
So I don't know what is going on there exactly.
Oh no, he did. Okay.
They played the DreamHack Open qualifier and qualified through it with him. He top fragged against the Polish team and was like okay against the Hellraisers in the final as well. So there's something going on there. I'm not sure what the deal is exactly. XC Power wasn't in the lineup, so it's not completely certain what's going on. But it could be the next thing, right? Because as Striker said, XE Power kind of fell off in hype and in results, of course. So maybe that's the solution.
All right. Well, we'll
I
keep
mean,
our
he's a
eyes.
guy who's simple to put in his bold prediction.
That's
Kind of a
true.
surprise to me because I actually had never heard about him before.
Let's just say that Spirit are going to be looking like, I don't know, right now, because VP are back up on the rise. Obviously, now be playing some good CS. Spirit have to come in at that third string, right?
Gambit as well.
Would you put Spirit above Gambit, Prof?
Probably not at the moment.
Yeah.
But they're so close, all of them there. Like
I think
VP maybe a
pack.
bit. Yeah, VP a bit in front of them, but these two, I'd say, are kind of close.
Okay. Well, we're already an hour and 20 minutes into the show, so we'll keep